welcome to the Tenyi Dojo. So today we're going to do a deck profile. So this is kind of my take on going second Tenyi. So first of all, we're going to start off with the monsters. So first of all, we have Ashuna. Run 3 Ashuna. The best Tenyi. Just basically gets you, all of your combos started. Its stats are really good. It basically special summons from the deck by banishing. So the standard plays special summon monk, banish, and go into whatever the field requires. So we run 3 Ashuna. She's the best. Then we have 3 Adhara. Adhara lets you recycle, banish Tenyis. So a really standard play is special this guy with Ashuna, link 2, then use the link 2's effect to special summon the Ashuna engrave and go for a link 3. So that basically turns Ashuna into a 1 card link 3, which is pretty good. Then we have 3 Vishuddha. This is a amazing going second card. Lets you bounce any card your opponent controls. Pretty beefy. Level 7, so you can sync 8 with the tuner Adhara. Just really solid. Shatana, so that's the defensive one that reborns and then pops 1 when a non-effect monster control is destroyed by battle or card effect. So that's really good. So we run 3 of those, and then 2 Nahata, which drops your opponent's monster's attack, which isn't great, but it's just more names. And can help you in certain situations. And then Mapura is really good, but kind of cloggy at more than 2. So you run 2 Mapura, just protects your non-effects from targeting. Then we have 2 Mermer, very good worm, generic worm support. Is very easily accessed and very easily summoned with the Shaman of the Tenyi. So just very solid, helps you extend and kind of build your board. The tokens are non-effect monsters, so there's some synergy there. So just really solid card. Then we run 3 Ghost Ogre and 3 Ash Blossom. Just really solid going second. Just shut off your opponent's searches. Pop, critical cards that your opponent controls. Really solid, and they're level 3 tuners. So they work really well with a level 4 Mapura, Shatana, and Nahata. So you basically special that one, normal summon this, and then go into Yazi, and then there's a really solid combo with Yazi. So that's that. Then we have Dino-Rester Pankratops, just generic good going second card. And we have Lava Golem, run 2 of those. Really strong this format, really good out to Appaloosa or Borload Savage, or just any monster that has negates on board. You just drop that guy. We don't normal summon, so you don't really worry about not being able to normal summon. So just really solid card that can get you out of a lot of situations, and then burn your opponent for 1,000. That's good cheeky going into time stuff. So those are the monsters. Then we run 3 Vessel for the Dragon Cycle. Basically Rota and Foolish Burial in 1 card. Just nuts. It's kind of like what gets the cycle started for Tenyi. Then we have 2 Potted Desires to help you dig for your combo. You don't really worry about banishing. The only thing that really hurts is like banishing both of your Mermairs, but that very rarely happens. And if you didn't draw Mermair, then it's you weren't gonna have access to it anyway. So you can also do some cheeky combos to get to Mermair first, and then play the Potted Desires. So just really solid. Pot of Avarice at 3. We fill up the grave really quickly, and it's really nice to recycle your monks of the Tenyi, so really good synergy there. 2 Called, and then generic going second Mind Control, Scapegoat, and Monster Reborn. Scapegoat I'm not kind of sure on, but if it resolves, you basically win the game. So really solid there. So that's the main deck. Then we have the extra deck. 2 Flawless Perfection when you're going first. 2 Twin Twisters to take care of back row decks. Another Lava Golem if you know that you're going second. Then we have 3 Spell Canceller for basically any spell reliant deck. Shadow, Striker, Pendulum if anyone's playing Pendulum. So Really solid card. Unending Nightmare, really good for Floodgate decks, control decks. Altergeist, Subterror, what else? Good against Eldritch, so just really solid in terms of getting rid of Flood Gate cards that hurt you, or field spells, stuff like that. So really solid. Then 2 Chaos Hunter for the I think inevitable matchup against Orcust when that comes back into the meta, and Vanity's Fiend. So when you're going first and your opponent special summons a lot in the deck, this almost entirely shuts it down. Then for the extra deck, we have pretty standard 3 Monk. We have 1 Shaman. You can run 2. If you go first variants, you probably want to run 2 just in case you run out. And if you're planning on grinding out games, Shaman is really, really solid for like turn 2, turn 3 plays. Then we have Draco Masters, really solid. Berserker the Tenyi, just kind of helps to have a Link 3 non-effect. Then we have Berserker the Tenyi, really solid OTK enabler, and kind of it banishes monsters that activate their effects. It doesn't negate, so it's interaction on your opponent's turn, but kind of a good option if you want OTK, because you can, if it destroys a monster by battle and destroys that monster, it gains that monster's attack and can attack another monster again. So you can potentially do like thousands and thousands of damage and kind of clear their board that way. Then we have Sahasrara. So it's basically a big chungus of the Tenyis. So while you control a face-up non-effect monster, monsters your opponent controls cannot target effect monsters for attacks and cannot target effect monsters on the field with card effects. So basically protects all of your effect monsters as long as you have a non-effect. So it's really solid. If you can kind of get this guy out and protect him, you have the game. And then we have Yazi. Everyone knows what Yazi does, and you can make him really cheekily with a level 4 Tenyi and a level 3 hand trap, and then that gets you into your Mermare. Mermare creates tokens, and then you're off to the races from there. So that's kind of an extra route to Mermare. Then we have Link Revo, IP Masquerena, really solid. Land for Inches, Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Unicorn, and